so I have more materials which will help you to improve your level of English. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press a like button. I'm from New Romney in the south of England. It's near the sea, so there's a nice beach, and the countryside near here is lovely, but there isn't a lot to do. There aren't any cinemas or art galleries or museums. It's a small town. One good thing is it's cheap. I work at home and I do jobs for different companies and magazines. I don't get a lot of money because I don't have a lot of work, but I enjoy it. It's interesting. I'm from Pindale in the middle of California. I work in a school and I walk to work every day. That's nice. I love my job and I love my students, but I don't like the area. It's not very nice. Crime is a problem here. It's not very safe. And there aren't a lot of jobs now, but houses are cheap. I'm from Seville in the southwest of Spain. It's a great place to live. There are a lot of nice cafes and restaurants, and there's a great cathedral as well. I work in a hospital near there. My job isn't easy, but I enjoy it. There are some beautiful parks in the city, and there is a river as well. I sometimes walk there after work to relax. I'm from Shenyang. It's in the northeast of China. It's not a bad place to live. There are a lot of places to go shopping, so that's nice. And there are some great old buildings as well. There's a palace called Mukden Palace. It's very famous. One bad thing is the traffic. There are a lot of factories too. I have 3 and 150 people work for me. Do you have any free time? Birgit from Germany. I do something most nights. On Mondays and Wednesdays, I go to my English class, and on Tuesdays, I usually go to the cinema with friends, because the tickets are cheap then. On Thursdays, I always go to the gym. I usually go out dancing on Saturday nights. I often get home at 4 or 5 in the morning, so on Sundays, I sleep. I sometimes get up at 3 in the afternoon. Free time. I don't have any free time because I have my own business. I occasionally go to a rock concert about once or twice a year, and I sometimes go shopping at the weekend. I like buying expensive things with the money I earn. I have a very nice car and a very big TV. I like watching sport. I don't go out much during the week. I usually study for 2 hours in the evening. I never watch TV, really. I usually play the piano every day. It helps me to relax. Then I go to bed at 9 or 10 and read. At the weekend, I go out with my family to a park or the countryside and we go for a walk. I sometimes go to a shopping center with friends, but I hardly ever buy anything. Hi Mauro, how are you? I hope you and your family are well. How was your trip to Korea? I'm sure it was great. Helena and I spent 3 fantastic weeks in Ireland and had a really great time. We flew to Dublin, the capital, and spent a week there. It's a beautiful city. We went sightseeing every day and saw all the old buildings. Then in the evenings we went out and enjoyed the nightlife. It's a fun city. You'd love it. After that, we rented a car and spent 2 weeks driving around the country. It's really beautiful. I was worried about the weather, but it didn't rain once. We stayed in little bed and breakfasts and met some really lovely people. My favorite place was the west of the country. We went walking in the mountains in County Mayo for a few days. It was lovely and quiet. On the first day we didn't see anyone else, we only saw sheep. Anyway, now we're back in Copenhagen and back at work. How was your summer? Did you go on holiday anywhere? Did you have a good time? Please write and tell me everything, or why not come and visit us? There are some cheap flights in September and the weather is still okay. Your friend, Nicholas. A big sale. Emily from Germany. We're having a sale because we're closing the shop. It's sad because my grandfather opened it 60 years ago. When I was small, I came here on Saturday mornings and sat and read the children's books. When my granddad retired, I started to manage the shop. Now there is a sale, so there are lots of people and they're buying lots of books. But we don't normally have so many customers. There are lots of very big bookshops now, which sell every book their customers want. They often have cafes and famous writers come and give talks for them. But we can't do that. And then other people look online to get books cheaper, so we don't really make much money. I'm looking for a job at the moment, but I don't really know what I want to do in the future. I don't really want to work in another bookshop after I live here. Dalena from Slovakia. I'm a sales assistant in a big clothes store. The store opened last year and it's doing very well. We're having our summer sale at the moment, so I'm working really hard. The shop is staying open later than normal. We usually close at 7, but during the sale we're open until 9. I'm tired, but I like my job. I like helping people to find nice clothes, and of course everyone is happy when they find a bargain. I want to continue working with the company and maybe become a floor manager and then a store manager. I think it's a good place to work and the business is growing at the moment and opening new stores, so I think there are lots of opportunities. Maybe I can get a job in one of their shops in the UK and improve my English. Work in pairs, read the introduction to a discussion board on a website. Discuss the 3 questions at the end. Family life is changing. In the past, women stayed at home and looked after the children. They did all the housework and men earned money and maybe repaired a few things in the house. Now, both parents often have full-time jobs. Who does all the housework? How does both parents working affect the kids and family life? Is it a good thing? My son Travis brings the kids to my house 3 days a week when he has to work. They're a bit difficult sometimes, but I love being with them. We sing songs and play games. I also think my son's wife, Clara, is really great. I'm happy that she has a job and doesn't have to stay at home all the time. She has a very full life. I'm happy both my parents work because they can buy me nice things. We have a dishwasher and I have to fill it and empty it. Mom and dad say they don't have time, it's not fair. My friends don't have to do jobs in the home. Their parents do them or they have a cleaner. I recently started work again after I had my baby, Liana. My husband takes her to nursery school at 9 and I pick her up at 5. I then have to do housework and feed Liana. I also have to get up at night if she wakes up. It's difficult, but I still want to work. I love my job and I feel like I'm doing something important for society. I think it's better to have one parent at home, but it doesn't have to be the woman. My wife had a better job than me, so I left my job to stay with our kids. Of course, both parents want to work. Send your kids to live in a private school. My brother does that and everyone's happy. The kids always have friends and get a good education. The family spends the holidays together. Old friends are friends you met a long time ago and that you are still close to. You have a shared history. You enjoy talking about the past and always stay in touch. The friend of the family. These friends are always happy to help, and they can be very useful. People that our parents or brothers or sisters know can often teach us things or help us to find a job. The online friend. Many people make friends through the internet. Sometimes these friendships move into the real world, but usually they don't. Unforgettable moments. I went to our national dance and song festival in Tallinn. 18,000 of us sang together and more than 100,000 people watched us. When you sing with so many people, you create an amazing sound. I actually started crying. This year was very stressful at work, but in November I went to a meditation center for 10 days. In the center you don't speak to anyone, you can't use your mobile phone or computer or watch TV. You try not to think. You relax completely. It was exactly what I needed. I had a party for my 21st birthday. All my family were there. It was really nice, apart from when my dad gave a speech about me. It was a bit embarrassing. Having my daughter was obviously unforgettable, but it was extra special because I had her at home. The day it happened, I started feeling her move at 6 in the evening. We thought we had lots of time, but by 7 o'clock I was in a lot of pain. My husband called an ambulance, but my daughter arrived first. It hurt a lot and it was a bit scary without a doctor, but it was very quick and she's beautiful and healthy. We went to Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi. I love cars, especially Ferraris. It was really good, but there were some long queues. We waited for 2 hours to go on the fastest roller coaster in the world. Then the ride only lasted a minute, but it was really exciting and I loved it. Right now we will read people's opinions about living in the countryside. People say the country has fresh air, but the country is full of animals. Pigs, cows, horses. They're all dirty and they smell bad. And farmers put chemicals on the fields. The countryside doesn't smell fresh. It's horrible. My parents took me on a walk once. In one field, a group of cows started following us. I didn't like the cows following me and looking at me with their big eyes. My parents said I shouldn't worry, but I didn't believe them. I ran and climbed on a wall at the edge of the field, and the cows came and looked at me with their big scary eyes, and I cried. I hate cows now. The country might be full of cows, but can you buy milk at 8 o'clock in the evening? No chance. And if you want to buy anything during the day, you have to travel half an hour by car to get it. You have to spend a lot of time outside in the wind or rain, and your clothes and shoes get dirty from all the earth and grass. That's why people in the countryside wear big boots and old coats or jeans. I like fashion. You can't wear nice fashionable clothes in the country. And how do you earn money in the country? Let's be honest. The choice of work is very limited. Be a farmer, work in a forest, work with cows. No, thank you. I know you can work on the internet these days, but where do you get cafes with nice cappuccino and Wi-Fi in the country? Complete the form with your own information. Surname, first name, middle name, gender, nationality, date of birth, address, telephone number, email address. This is a photo of me with my new cat Twinkie. I've been ill, so my parents bought her to cheer me up. And it worked. She looks so cute and she's really funny, especially when she chases her tail. She makes me laugh. She's 7 months old now and she runs around and plays all the time. I love her. I'm feeling a lot better now, so I might go back to school next week or the week later. The week after. This is a photo of me and my friends walking in the Great Bear Forest. It's near where I live in Vancouver, so we often go there, sometimes just for the day and sometimes longer. As you can see, the scenery is amazing with the mountains and rivers and trees. The area is protected because some of the trees are 1,000 years old and there are animals like bears and wolves, and there are salmon too. It's sunny sometimes, but the day we took this photo, it rained all day. We decided to walk across the river because we were already so wet. Luckily, it was also a warm day, so we didn't get cold. I know I don't look happy, but we really had a good time. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you for watching.